morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Ava. Down there is Lilybell again. Jonah is outside. He came in this morning, but he didn't want to stick around. And don't blame him because it's still so nice outside. So here it is, the 5th of September. I would like to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Laura, with Stitching with Laura, for the shout out. And I just pray that my new subscribers will stick around. And I'm like Laura, but I'm different than Laura. She starts a new one almost every day, if not twice a day. And I'm not like that. So I kind of work on one until I get bored with it and then work on another one. So I am continuing to work on Lady in the Woods. And this was a custom that I had made. I don't know how long ago it was. 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I have no idea. I can't remember. It was shortly after these printed ones came out. These precision printed. And so I really liked them and I got a bunch made up. I'll just show you another one here. This is another one I had gotten made up. You can imagine all the black here. Yeah. Now, I may not do all this black and just come down here and just do it that way. I don't know yet. But this is one I liked. And actually, I came across it as a picture the other day. And I was thinking, oh, I like that. And then I remembered, of course, I had it. And so yeah, my channel's different, but each person is different. They like doing different things. Maybe after I move, and I'm planning on moving end of October, November, end of November. I don't know. It's hanging up in the air. And the reason why that is because the house I'm moving into is owned by the church, the Catholic Church. And they haven't gotten approval yet to really go ahead with the renovations. So I'm just praying that they come back on Tuesday and they give the okay, because they have to order the new bathroom. Bathroom has to be gutted, and the kitchen cupboards have to be gutted. But you know what? Even if it is that they just do the bathroom, put the new doors on, the new window in, and do that, then the kitchen can come later. Because I used to live in another house. It was my house. And I had to get some kitchen cupboards redone. And they came and they did it. And they couldn't get it all done in 1 day or 2 days or whatever it was. Because they couldn't get the countertop, or they had it and it was cut the wrong way. And and that. Um, so yeah, so I had, I lived there while that was being done. And when they left, they just put a piece of plywood on top of the kitchen cupboards. And that's what I used. And it was fine. I also had my bathroom redone up there. And I had a new shower put in. And it was a step-in shower. And not with a bathtub, but a step-in shower. And I was living there when they were doing it. It took, I would say, close to a week. And they had to put all the tile in and everything else because I really wanted tile. And it was a beautiful shower. Oh my, just beautiful, just beautiful. And of course I moved. So, but it was a good selling point for my house. It was an old house, but it was still good. So yeah. So I watched Laura's Stitching with Laura live there yesterday, and then I don't even know where my thread went. Oh, yeah, here it is. And then afterwards, I called Laura, and I apologize, Laura, for cutting you off. But I had somebody was calling me, and I hadn't spoken to her in quite a while. And I really wanted to talk to her. So maybe next weekend, Laura. We'll do it again Saturday after your live, if you're not doing anything. So I have followed Laura from almost the beginning. Almost the beginning. When she was still doing diamond painting. And before she even started counted cross stitch. Yeah, way before. So I was just absolutely thrilled when she gave me a shout out. So I hope that you like what you see. Now on my channel, I do a lot about stitching, but I will also talk about a little bit of politics. Not a whole lot, because I don't like to get too involved, and I know it makes some people upset. But I do talk a lot about, say, our Canadian politics, because I'm in Canada here. I'm in Manitoba, Canada, which is smack dab in the middle of the country, and just right above North Dakota. And because a lot of people, they don't know where we are. They think we are, you anywhere near Toronto? Toronto's a city. And the province where Toronto is in is Ontario. And it takes you about, I would say, 3 days to cross Ontario and to get to Manitoba, from the very most eastern to the western part here by West Hawk Lake. And yeah, so and then Manitoba is the next province. And I live right now just a little bit west of Winnipeg, but I am going to be moving up into the Interlake region again. So, and I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, so I'm busy packing and that kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, so I touch on stuff. I'm an advocate for mental health. I believe mental health is extremely important. You know, you may be in the best physical health, state of your life, but if you're not mentally there, it doesn't matter. You know, You may be a big CEO of some company or the lowliest worker. Your mental health means something. And the reason why I speak about it is because I've lived it for my entire life. I live with depression, anxiety, complex PTSD, panic disorder, borderline personality disorder, suicidal ideation. Yeah. So I run the gamut. Okay. And I just went through a depressive episode here a couple of weeks ago. It lasted about a month, I would say. And I went through the whole spectrum of it. And so I talk about that. I also talk a lot about books I'm reading. And I like to hear what you have to say about what books you are reading. So it's not just about stitching. Oh, it's about, well, okay, yesterday, even though it was stitching, I did do a walkthrough of some of the pictures that I want to have custom made into cross stitch, printed cross stitch. Now you can get it as a counted cross stitch. But if I wanted to do it counted, I could just put it into my pick to pat and just do it myself. Why pay somebody, right? So, yeah. What else? Oh, sometimes I talk about cooking. I'm a vegan, and I've been a vegan for, well, vegan slash vegetarian for 40 years. And I am almost 63. Actually, I'll be 63 1 month from today. And so, yeah. And I'll talk about Manitoba, what Manitoba is like. I'll talk about the weather. Alexa, what's the forecast?
Currently, in Oakville it's 15 degrees Celsius with partly sunny skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 18 degrees and a low of 12 degrees. Enjoy your weekend.
So I'll put her on there so that you can hear it from her lips. I don't know what else to call it. But yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. Oh, yeah. So yesterday, sorry, I get sidetracked. I have kind of memory issues. So don't mind me if sometimes I lose my train of thought. Okay. So yesterday I was going through pictures that I want to get done, and I'm going to have 2 pictures done as custom cross stitch, printed cross stitch. Tomorrow I will be taking you through the process as far as I can take it, and to show you how it's done, what to do, because on this one that I'm working on, Lady in the Woods, there's a lot of, like, in this in-between area, like some of them you can see, okay, but these ones here, like, oh my gosh, they're so pale. And I should say that the chart, this key is the same on my canvas, on my Aida cloth. And so, gosh. So it makes it easy, to follow through. But the fact is, I don't like it that I can't just stitch. And I should be able to just stitch. So, but I do have a magnifying light right here. I haven't used the magnifier in a long time, but I will if I need to. And so yeah, so I'm going to pick 2 of the pictures. Now, these are images that I found on Pinterest and Google Images and that kind of stuff. Now, when I do these, I don't do them for anybody else except for me. Okay? I don't sell them. I don't sell the charts afterwards. I don't do nothing. So I just stitch it for my own pleasure. Okay? Because I like the what the picture represents. Okay? And if you'll notice on my pictures that I went through yesterday, I do like women with headpieces. Now, if you can see here, I wear a scarf, a head covering, and I'm not Mennonite, Hutterite, or Amish. I am Catholic, and I believe in wearing a head covering, and I have for years. So, and the reason why I wear black is twofold. One is because it represents the death of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and what he sacrificed for me. And the other reason is that I'm a widow, and so I wear black to represent that I'm a widow. And I did wear white for a while, and I do have a dark blue one, but I just keep going to the black. And I happen to like it. My white ones, I don't even know where they are. The fabric started to come apart. And I know when I first started, I made my own head coverings. And they were patterned, and they were all different colors. And as in time, I just gravitated towards the black. It just goes with everything. And it's not for everyone, and I don't say that it is for everyone. And if you wear it, fine. If you've never worn one and want to wear one, just be aware that there is a lot of backlash. Okay? Family and, spouses and friends will criticize you for wearing it. And for me, basically, I don't give a rat's ass. I don't. If you've got a problem with it, then it's your problem, not mine. And I believe in being non-judgmental. Now, that's a hard concept for many people to get around, being non-judgmental. But you can do it. But I know we are all judgmental in one way or another. Like you get up in the morning and you decide you want toast over a bagel. So you're judging the bagel. And preference of the toast. Ah, I know. I know. It sounds silly. I gotcha. But yeah, just think about how many times a day that you judge someone. You judge them by the way they look, the way they dress, what they eat, what they don't eat, movies they watch, books they read, what they stitch, what they don't stitch. We're judgmental, and it takes a lot of work to um, work your way through the judgmentalness. Now, if anybody is suffering from borderline bipolar disorder, even schizophrenia, even anger issues, and that kind of stuff, may I suggest a program, and it's called DBT, or Dialectical Behavior Therapy. Now, I've been in therapy for as long as I can remember, and a lot happened to me as a child, a lot, and as an adult. And if you want to know some of it, you can go back and watch some of my previous videos. Yeah. But anyways, DBT has been the one thing that has helped me above everything else. Now, it took me 5 months to wrap my head around the concept, because I couldn't understand it. And it is because you have to change your way of thinking. You have to look at yourself and others differently, right? And remember, everything starts with I, right? It's like in the Bible, it says, don't complain about the plank in someone else's eye when you have, no, don't complain about the sliver in someone else's eye and you have a plank in yours. So it's, it's like the frying pan calling the kettle black. So it's like, I know people there, they have, they got to get the most expensive car, the most expensive truck, the most expensive this, that, clothes, everything, right? So with a vehicle, okay, as long as it runs, as long as it's got heat or air conditioning or both, maybe a radio, got 4 good tires, it will take you where you need to go just as much as a vehicle that has cost $50,000-$60,000. Sure, the more expensive vehicle has got all the bells and whistles, but when it comes right down to it, if you're both heading in the same direction and you're going to the same place, well, you're both going to get there, right? If the car's running. Yeah, as long as you don't get a flat tire or the transmission doesn't fall out or something, the drive shaft. Yeah, anything along that line. Like, I have a Suzuki SX4. My husband bought that for me before he passed away. And it's really the last thing that I have of him that he got me. And it is 13 years old. Yeah, I think it's a 13. It's a 2008. So I think 13, right? So, it gets me where I want to go. You know, and I don't travel very far. I try to walk it, but I have to use a walker for more distance. So, alrighty, I'm just going to finish up this stitch here and I will show you. And I stitch in hand. Okay, I don't go with a hoop or anything. But you can watch my previous videos and see. Okay. I'm looking here. So I'm right down there at the bottom in the red. Okay. So that's where I am. And I would like to thank you so very much for joining me. And I pray that you come back tomorrow and watch my demonstration video. And that's about it. So from Lilybell and Jonah and myself, Ava, from the Interlake region of Manitoba in Canada, I pray you all have a fantastic Sunday and a fantastic long weekend. So on that note, toodle-littles and God bless you. Bye for now.